Russia's foreign ministry on Friday confirmed that at least 3 Russian passport holders were among the victims of a U.S. air crash in Washington, D.C. According to Associated Press, the midair collision between an Army helicopter and a jetliner late on Wednesday killed all 67 people aboard the 2 aircraft, officials said. The plane carried 60 passengers and 4 crew members, and 3 soldiers were aboard the helicopter. It has already been confirmed that our compatriots were on board the airliner, including world champions from the Russian national team in pairs figure skating, Evgenia Shishkova and Vadim Naumov, as well as Soviet figure skater Irina Polyanskaya, Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova stated in a briefing. She said they were all working as coaches in the United States. Zakharova added there was a possibility that one more passenger may also be a Russian passport holder, saying that this information is now being verified. The collision was the deadliest U.S. air crash in nearly 25 years. At least 28 bodies have pulled from the icy waters of the Potomac River, officials said Thursday. Among the passengers were members of the Skating Club of Boston, who were returning from the U.S. Figure Skating Championships in Wichita. They included teenage figure skaters Gina Han and Spencer Lane, the teens' mothers and their 2 highly regarded Russian-born coaches, Shishkova and Naumov, who won a 1994 World Championship in pairs skating. The crash occurred before 9 p.m. in some of the most tightly controlled and monitored airspace in the world, just over 3 miles south of the White House and the Capitol. Air crash investigations can take months, and federal investigators told reporters they would not speculate on the cause.
Как уже подтверждено, на борту авиалайнера находились наши соотечественники, в том числе чемпионы мира в составе сборной России в парно-фигурном катании, Евгения Шишкова, Вадим Наумов, а также советская фигуристка Инна Валянская. Они в США работали в качестве тренеров. Погибли летевшие вместе с ними американские спортсмены. Опять же, как было заявлено американской стороной, нету выживших в этой авиакатастрофе. Киевский режим из переговорного процесса, потому что у них были друзья Совета, Атлантического Совета. И начал... У 3 жертв этой авиационной катастрофы, по информации нашего посольства, есть российские паспорта. В отношении еще одного человека, 4-го, есть понимание, что российский паспорт мог быть. Эта информация сейчас проверяется. Остальных мы рассматриваем как наших соотечественников. Киевского режима стали те, кого такие бандеровские лозунги, я не буду их произносить, вы все прекрасно знаете.
A jet carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members has collided with an Army helicopter while landing at Ronald Reagan National Airport near Washington, prompting a large search and rescue operation in the nearby Potomac River. According to Associated Press, there were multiple fatalities, according to a person familiar with the matter, but the precise number of victims was unclear. At a news conference early Thursday morning, Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser said both aircraft are in the water. The focus now is on rescuing people. There was no immediate word on the cause of the collision late Wednesday. Officials who held a press conference at Reagan National Airport did not announce any deaths, but they all had a somber tone. Senator Roger Marshall of Kansas said, "When one person dies it's a tragedy, but when many people die it's an unbearable sorrow." There are currently about 300 responders working on the rescue operation. Washington Fire and EMS Chief John Donnelly said at the early Thursday news conference that conditions are extremely rough for responders, with cold weather and intense wind. All takeoffs and landings from the airport were halted as helicopters from law enforcement agencies across the region flew over the scene in search of survivors. A 64-person passenger jet collided with a helicopter and crashed into Potomac River on Wednesday while landing at Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C., U.S. Over 30 bodies have been recovered, according to local media. According to Associated Press, American Airlines, which operated the ill-fated passenger plane, said in a statement that 60 passengers and 4 crew members were on board. The airliner has set up a hotline for those with loved ones on board the plane. 3 soldiers were on board the Black Hawk, CNN reported, citing a U.S. defense official. The Federal Aviation Administration said that the midair collision occurred around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, involving a regional jet that had departed from Wichita, Kansas, and a military Black Hawk helicopter, and that all takeoffs and landings from the airport have been halted until 11 a.m. on Thursday.
The first result is look like it's military.
我现在所在的位置是华盛顿的东波托马克公园。大家在画面的右侧可以看到这排白光，就是里根国家机场。事故现场大概就是在里根机场南侧一点的水域。大家可以看到画面的左边有很多的救护车的灯光。